bring in our final audience of appliance pros. That's service, install, delivery. These are the folks where the rubber really meets the road, because we know a sale can happen months before the appliances actually arrive, but these are the last folks to touch the customer to really make sure that the entire process goes smoothly. So my first question for you is, what advice would you give these appliance pros that want to grow their influence inside the dealership?
Have patience. That's probably my first one. Again, don't rush it. Just take time to get to know the team. I'm a big proponent of take 5 to 10 minutes every day to talk to maybe someone you haven't touched base with in a while. It doesn't have to always be leadership. Talk to your sales support person, your service tech trainee, and just get to know them a little bit. We all have really busy lives, and there's nothing like reaching out to somebody that may feel like they're just coming to work every day and working. So get down on the levels that you need to be, and just take that 5-10 minutes and touch base with the team.
So building relationships, you find those that are better at building relationships, generally the jobs go better, more smoothly?
I would definitely say so. Someone that's really open to communication, available, lets the team know, I'm available these days at this time, this way. We understand that, not available every single day, but it's nice to know, I'm in office this time. I could be reached here at this phone number this time, just letting everybody know your accessibility.
That's huge. And that is definitely a great tip, that to try to get outside of just the task that you need to accomplish, to realize that you're a part of a bigger team, and getting to know that team can help the tasks go better. So another question that I have for you for this audience is, I'm a big fan of stories of things that have happened in the past to help to learn from them. Can you tell me a time where maybe there was an install or a service issue that your team was able to turn around and make it a win?
Yes, like
Only
yesterday.
one. You can only tell us one, because I'm sure there are many.
There's so many. So when I had originally had some of these questions that you gave me, and I had an incident in my mind, but then we just had something that was happening yesterday. Because every single day is a new and fun challenge that just makes you better and better. But we did show up very far out of town yesterday with a wrong product. That happens. Somebody, maybe they had to take half a day off of work to be there and wait for us. And we got there with a stainless steel refrigerator and not the black one we were supposed to bring. So in that instance, we get there, the customer, is already a little upset. Our team is pretty good at solving these kind of things on their own. They immediately called into our store where we had our warehouse gentleman working. They asked him to load up the refrigerator and the pickup real quick and bring it. In the meantime, they started the process, right? They pulled the old one out. They cleaned up the space. They were able to talk to the customer about the new one they were getting. So as the customer was getting so aggravated that their fridge wasn't there, literally within 5 minutes of them doing all that, the new one was there. We were able to put it right in. So no timeline lost, no love lost there. Just kind of, it happened gracefully. And of course, this doesn't always happen, right? You don't always have somebody back at your store that can bring out the right one, but just reassuring them that, like, no matter what, we're going to do the right thing. Just makes somebody feel at peace with whatever situation's happening.
Which is really fantastic, that to have the team that, it's easy enough to say, we brought the wrong one. We'll be back in 7 to 14 days with the right one. And you're just going to have to live with it. What are you going to do? Which there's plenty of businesses that do business that way. They just accept the breakage and move on. But that, the team at Idler's Home took the extra step to say, we got to take care of this customer, and we got to make sure that they're, because refrigerators are obviously important. And that's an awesome step. And I know that it gives confidence, giving it, we have an audience of appliance pros right now, but that gives confidence to the sales team and to everyone else on the team to know that everything's going to be okay for this customer, because there's going to be bumps. It's going to happen. There's no way to avoid it. This industry has an unbelievable amount of steps to get from manufacturing to in the customer's home. So that's going to happen, but that your team was able to solve that quickly, that's pretty great, that they're willing to and happily do it. So I think that's a great tip for anyone in that role.